My teenage daughter recently told me that I'm a dry texter, and I had never heard of this term in my entire life. But she tells me that when I text just a simple word like thanks with a period, that I sound angry because it's missing an exclamation mark and an emoji. Now, she's a youth entrepreneur and we work closely together where I support her business and we have to message one another quite consistently. So we've really had to work together to understand how to communicate effectively with each other so that we're not misreading each other's tone and intent. And if this is happening in our own small family business, imagining what's happening in other workplaces where the stakes are much higher. And I speak with leaders across every industry and they all agree this is happening. The generational communication clash. And it's not just costing people promotions and opportunities, it's causing leaders to lose their best talent because of just misunderstandings. And the ripple effect is huge. Hello, welcome to Boosted, from Unpolished to Promoted. I'm Trina Boos, CEO of Boost Academy of Excellence. As a former ad executive and recruitment agency CEO, I now train emerging leaders on the workplace skills that actually get you promoted. In each episode, you'll get actionable tips to build your professional presence and advance your career. Are you ready to boost your professional game? Let's dive right in. It's been fascinating. I've been seeing these exact same dynamics play out in workplaces across the board. And they're not just these cute generational quirks. They're becoming real barriers to effective communication. And here's what's happening. Gen Z really wants more emojis and emotive communication to feel connected and to feel valued. Meanwhile, busy leaders want straight to the point, matter-of-fact messages because they're managing important responsibilities with varying levels of stress, all focused on meeting the needs of the business. When communication styles collide, think about it. When younger professionals send quick emoji-filled responses or react with GIFs, their managers often wonder, do they even care about this project? Are they taking it seriously? But then there's the flip side. When managers stick to very formal communication to stay professional and maybe remove emotion from their messages, their younger team members read it as cold or distant. And they start updating their LinkedIn profiles to get on out and go find another job. And the result is a communication clash with multiple and massive ripple effects. The real cost of miscommunication. While my daughter and I can joke about my aggressive periods, these communication style differences are causing some serious workplace issues. So for companies, they experience high turnover as Gen Z employees feel undervalued and misunderstood and even disconnected. And they experience project delays because of perceived attitude in messages. And mentoring relationships across different generations sometimes fail to even develop due to style mismatches. And teams can sometimes struggle to collaborate effectively, thus impacting innovation and just project collaboration. And for individuals, promising professionals get passed over because their communication style does not match managers' expectations. And then you have senior managers who lose talented team members who think that their managers don't care. And both sides miss opportunities to learn from each other. So I believe the solution to all of this is communication code switching. Successful workplace communication is not just about one generation conforming to another style. It's about understanding and respecting the differences that each one brings while finding some sort of common ground. So your career superpower could actually be communication code switching, which is really the ability just to adapt your style to different contexts and different audiences. My daughter instinctively knows that when she texts her friends, that she's going to text them a little bit differently than she does her teachers or to me, who's working with her on her business, or to her clients. Now, the most successful professionals I've interviewed do the same thing. For younger professionals, learning to trade sure emoji for I'm confirming receipt of your request can fast track your credibility with traditional managers who value formal communication. And then for seasoned leaders, recognizing when a well-placed emoji signals engagement rather than unprofessionalism can transform your team dynamics and help retain top talent. And this is not about abandoning authenticity, it's about expanding your communication toolkit to bridge the gap that's costing teams their effectiveness. Whether you're a seasoned executive or just starting your career, navigating these communication norms is not just nice to have anymore. It is absolutely essential for professional success. And the organizations that figure this out first are going to have a massive competitive advantage in attracting and keeping the best talent. Here's your assignment this week. I want you to pay attention to how different generations in your workplace communicate. Are you code switching or are you using the same style with everyone? If this opened your eyes to the generational communication crisis, hit that like button and subscribe for more workplace insights that can transform your career. And if you're interested in learning more about navigating sensitive workplace situations like this, visit boostacademyofexcellence.com for details on my professional development trainings. What communication style clash have you witnessed at work? Share your story in the comments. I read every single one, and your experience might help someone else navigate these tricky waters. Check out that playlist below for more content on bridging generational gaps in the workplace. Thank you and have a great day.